welcome back. It is episode 4. Oh my gosh, 4 sessions already. It's been a whole month. Sorry, so the sovereignty is a month old. Meanwhile, Soren found out he's 2 months old. um, announcement wise, everyone leveled up. The murderer was a huge milestone. So we did that this week, and then yeah, I think that's about all I got right now for you guys. Studio Buddies has officially started on Webtoons, so expect new Studio Buddies on that every Monday. If you guys want early access, it'll be available a week early on Patreon, and then eventually it'll trickle its way down to Instagram. Maybe I'll leave a lot of that on Webtoons. Give Webtoons some love, people. But the links for those are all down in my About info. And I guess without further ado, let's just hop right into it. Shoot. Roll credits. Alright, so last time on Stars of the Sovereignty. With Bohemia willpower and the zoomies activated, Sorn just tore through the village and tore through the nearby forest, and our party managed to wrangle a serial killer that was evidently doing some dirty work for a few decades now. But also, when last we heard, the alchemist was vigilantly standing by with the Signiferian and the druid, who were both resting at the time. Currently waiting on the druid to wake up with. Honestly, the villagers stood no chance when you guys showed up. That was totally unexpected. You guys pretty much busted down his door and it was like, "You're coming with us. It's over." Um, but yeah, with that, we left off. You guys were heading up to the Alderman's barn to catch up with the Druidess and the Alchemist. Is there anything you guys need to do along the way? You guys are going from the barracks in the south all the way across town.
I think so.
Sounds good.
We're good, yeah.
You guys are good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So coming up on the Alderman's property, you guys get through the main gate and are up on top of the hill where the house is. It is the late afternoon, so the nearby star, that is the sun, the nearby star is just beginning to set, but is reflecting a orange-red radiance through the sky, through the nebulas. So you guys just have this beautiful, warm, cool, breezy afternoon as you're walking down the hill to the barn. You do currently see the Druidess sitting in the lap of Zovanar the Nephirian and talking with the Alchemist. Just right outside the barn door, just in their little campfire circle.
Well, I guess we pretty much walks right up to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's just engage the Druidess right away.
roll initiative? No.
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
You said engage, and I'm like, I need to specify that.
Engage in conversation.
Yeah, they do see you approaching them, and um, the druidess, kind of looks up, and she's like, "Oh, you guys did survive. I was hearing all this ruckus from the village. What?" And she's like, "I'm curious. I'm curious. What was that all about?"
Oh, we just stopped a serial killer. No big deal.
She's like, "Oh," and then she looks over at Avanya. Was it that one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one.
And she's like, and she just like, you just see these little naughty hands just, shake a quiver. And she's like, "Oh, give me a second." She jumps down from Sylvanar's lap. She'll be like, I'll be right back. And she runs across to the nearby tree, and she puts her hand on the tree and just kind of concentrates for a second. And she's like, "You did do it. Oh my gosh, thank you." He was like one of those annoying flies that just love buzzing around your ears. It was so. And she's just muttering as she jumps back up on Sylvanar's lap. And she was like, "Well, you guys did us all a great service. Thank you." And Ziggs is just like, "Oh my goodness. She had way too good of a nap." Which is
Piper.
What about Mev? How is Mev doing?
Judas is like, she's still resting, but I think she's out of the woods. So to speak. Although if it was in my woods, she'd be very welcome. She wouldn't be out of it. But the alchemist is like, "Yeah, we checked on her. We managed to stop her energy depletion, and when we restored her life force, that seemed to have done the trick, and now she's just recovering."
So she is getting better.
That's what it looks like. And you just see Zovanar just like big smile on, and he's like, "You guys helped save her."
Not a problem. I say,
We're- Go ahead.
what can I say? It was an adventure.
And we're down with one of the bad guys.
And she's like, "Oh yes." The druidess just kind of phases out for a bit, and she's like, "The one that is left, he or that thing rather." She's like, "That thing, I do feel is responsible for these illnesses. Its sucking tendrils seem to just be at random, originating from where it was before. It doesn't seem to be moving, but I still have no idea what it is."
Do you know where it is?
And the druidess was like, "I wouldn't be much of a forest walker if I didn't at least know where it was." And she just kind of like pats your arm, and she's like, "How are you doing anyway?"
Sort of scoot closer to her and kind of like nuzzle up, like super happy.
Aww.
Just stay quiet.
Like, he's like, "He's still around, you guys. That's kind of weird. He doesn't usually stick around for anything." But
It's the sweet buns. That's what it is.
she's like, yes, Zeke's brought me some. I finally know what the matter is." Oh, she's like, "I'm gonna have to come back to town every day now." Anyway, but she's like, she's like, "The where my forest doesn't go that far, but it seems to be in the direction of Olholm. That's about as far as I know. It's just, following past to Olholm. It is beyond that. It's coming from that direction." but clearly from that direction.
Pass where?
Ulholm?
Ivania is like, oh, home.
Yep, which is on
Oh.
the west side of the forest from you guys. You guys are currently nestled on the east side of the forest. But this is a thin part of the forest.
We're on the east. Okay, I'm trying to look at your map.
Well, there's the village map, and then there is the full world map.
I'm looking at that one.
You're looking at the full world map? Okay.
You have the full world map? I don't have one of those. Where can I get one of those?
I stole it.
Oh, so you see where the forest is at its thinnest, kind of in the southwest? You're on one side of that thin part, and that is currently where you guys are at in Orkney.
Okay, sure.
Ivania is quite excited to head towards Olholm, considering that part of her destinations is Olholm. Actually, out of curiosity, what would happen to Ivania's place now that she'll be gone for a while, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, if we're gonna head to Olholm, it's gonna be a couple of days. We're not
Oh,
gonna be
you would
back in
have
town.
to discuss that with Jody. But Moshi's place will still be there. The house will still be under Moshi.
It's my house. So
Moshi
better be.
can, so essentially sublease it to Jody to rent out while you guys are gone. And then Zunori's accommodations are provided for him, so.
I'm not subletting. What the heck?
I know, I just said subleasing. I don't know what else to say. That you can
No.
have Jody rented out to travelers while you're away. And she gives you a portion of the rent.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
As you're eating sweet buns by the campfire.
And I have to stock up on your sweet buns.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Oh, gonna have to buy you a book this time.
Well, you could
I will
try and
offer
get the
Moshi
recipe.
my satchel.
Of moldy sweet
Extra
buns. that
no,
I
just
did-
extra storage space. There you go.
Oh, thanks, Soren. I'm gonna take you up on that.
I have no use for it. So I guess we should kind of clarify where we're heading. Maybe with the druid. Maybe like figure out what we're looking for.
Yeah. Ivania says basically we should make plans. Make talk to whoever we need to do before we make this trip. I assume all of us are going on this trip, right? To Olholm?
I mean, I guess.
Now, if we're going, then we should probably, talk to whoever we need to talk to, make sure our belongings and abodes are cared for, and prepare, buy whatever we need for the road ahead.
Okay, so do we want to like break and go get our affairs in order?
Right. And Ziegza does offer to bring you guys into the alchemist shop, into her alchemist store. Because she does have a couple of maps that you guys can pour over that show a lot of pretty much what the world map does, but you guys talking about roads and possible paths to take down there. Because one of Ziegza's friends likes to travel the area. So with that being said, so I have none of my papers in order. Yep, so yeah, Ziegza gets up and know, she's like, all right, my lady, I will take these guys to um to get them prepared and get them ready. And the Druidess is like, yeah, that'd be good. They're babies to the forest. They could use all the help they can get. Oh, and as you guys are walking back, um you hear a screech in the sky coming from a very large, I'd say about the size of a large owl, bird that has one of the long necks and very round beak, but white feathers with blue glitter, and it has this golden red collar. It flies down to you, Zunori, and you recognize this bird. And this is the bird of your family, the male bird of your family.
Oh, yep.
And so it screeches and comes down to you, and you see a letter attached to its ankle.
I'll hold out my arm.
It lands, and it just kind of like does a little beak clicking and nuzzles up against you because it grew up with you. So, it's really missed you, but
What's his name?
Do you have a name, Richelle? I can come up with one.
Oh, come on. You've got like a pet bird. You don't have a name.
That's right.
Name it.
Zunori knows the name. The DM does not.
All right. His name is Natters.
Like it.
Yeah. And I'll when he lands on my arm, I'll like, Natters. Still as regal as ever, giving little scritches on his belly. And I'll take the note from his ankle. And I'll say to him, are you staying long, or are you heading back as soon as possible?
He kind of looks at you sideways and kind of sad, giving you the impression that he does have to go back.
All right. I'll bring him close and I'll nuzzle him, and then I'll hold my arm out.
Yep, and he spreads his wings, and kind of like when he does that, he kind of smacks you with it playfully, and then goes and takes off. But it is up to you. I can read the letter out loud to everyone, or I can whisper it to you.
We'll whisper it first, and I'll see if I want to share any penitent information.
That is fair, and I actually have it all typed up like a prepared DM.
Excellent.
Wow. It's the only thing that's been prepared today.
Oh my fucking god, the struggle!
Just kidding.
You saw into my soul.
The savagery.
I'm just getting into character here.
I put it in the right whisper, right?
Yeah, you did. Sorry, I'm
Imagine this
intently
whole
reading.
time. Imagine you had just whispered to Sorn instead.
So it's like, I can't read this.
My patron read it for me and just gave me the info.
Okay. I'll look up at everyone and I'll say, well, this is from my family. It seems that it's come to their attention that this mysterious illness has become wide known. They don't know much themselves, but they are on their way here, and they'll be here in a couple of days to compare information.
Family reunion.
Your dad?
My father, yes.
Oh no, he is not. He
Ooh.
mentions who does.
Sorry.
He does not. He mentions who will be coming down.
Uh,
Right, yeah.
Yeah. That was my bad. I didn't make that clear. That's clear.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
My bad. What else? What can I say? They'll be and they'll be only stopping to continue on to Sirasar. But it seems that this is getting more widespread.
Wait, why is your family coming? Like, if it's that big of a deal, like, is this like their job or something?
My father is a general in the Light Realms armies. He's quite what's the word? High up.
Prestigious.
Prestigious, yes.
renowned figure. Hmm.
But he is not coming. He does talk about who does, though.
Okay. Does it say that?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Sorry.
I was like,
I
I think it
somehow
does.
I had a dyslexic moment. Sorry.
Like
Yep.
listexia.
Yeah, and
God.
I'll correct myself and say, well, it's not my father that's coming. It's my father that sent the lawyer, the letter.
Lord.
And there will be a General Galriel. I'm guessing he'll be bringing his regiment with him.
Whole
And-
regiment, damn. This stuff is serious.
Do I know these guys, Richelle?
Make a history check real quick.
Oh my god, I don't even have my dice out.
Who's
Now
in?
who's
Unprepared
unprepared?
for today. Oh.
Now who's unprepared? Yeah, okay.
I would like to make that history check as well.
I get so into the story and everything that I forget I have to like actually roll. You want to help me roll?
Oh,
Puppy roll.
my roll was bad. I got a 5.
You've seen generals. You kind of generally know what generals look like, but no specifics.
Oh,
Boo.
hold on, I gotta. What's my? Oh, I got a 17.
Soren has no
Oh.
idea what anybody's talking about.
Sword's just standing there like.
Well, talk amongst yourselves while I whisper to Tish. 'Cause
Oh no!
What
I
is
got
a
some
general?
Is it general?
Zenori, real quick. Who was the guy's name again? General Guru?
Galriel.
How do you say-
Gelriel.
Gabriel. Okay. Oh, that's a mouthful.
I almost didn't spit it out right the first time.
It's a powerful name when you've got two L's, but they're not pressed together. They're completely separate. Ooh.
Say that 5 times really fast.
Pass.
Oh,
And
Ah,
yay! Sorry, I'm so glad that I get to see this name spelled out.
where did you say he and his regiment were heading to?
They'll be stopping. They'll be stopping only for a moment on their way to Sirasar.
Thank you. That's a familiar name.
Wait,
too.
so this how do you say it?
Galriel.
Galriel. Is he's related to you somehow? Or I thought
No.
No,
He's
he's
just
just a
another
general.
general.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought
but
so. He's
same station as his dad.
oh, okay.
And the alchemist just kind of giggles, and she's like, gargantuan gal, if I don't recall. And that rings a bell in your head, Zunori. He's called gargantuan gal because he has all of his modifications have been to increase his muscular structure and just his overall size. He's about the size of an Ephirian, even though he's a full Naflet. And so it's casually joked that it is gargantuan gal.
Ooh.
Gargantuan. Oh my god, I read that as like something else. For some reason, I thought it said orangutan. My eyes are tired. I guess.
Luxticia!
Oh my gosh, man! I've been staring at a screen all day. I'll blame it on that.
This is fair. Yep. But alright, you guys make it back to the alchemist shack, and Zigza unlocks the door and welcomes you guys in, and her Anchi, her little cat, she calls it, she's like, "Oh, hi, Anchi," and she, bends down and scritches the top of its head, which is like a little skull cap. But once again, it has that mix of metal and bone, and it just gives a little mechanical meow as, welcoming her back, and it just shadows her as she walks, around her little table in the middle. And she starts digging around in the back to pull out some maps.
All right.
I'd have one of those.
Yes, maps.
And the cat is watching you guys. Yep.
So no funny business, huh?
Gonna pat the cat on the head.
Nice thinking, Soren. Distract the cat while we steal everything.
Where are the alchemists? Yeah. Or did you?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Snorri's a bit. What's the word? Restless, and he's going to. He'll turn to the party and say, "I need to tend to something real fast. You guys do what you need to do here, and I will be back soon. And I'll make my way out."
And with that being said, you other three, poof, and we're gonna follow Zunori out. We shall reconvene with you guys momentarily.
Okay.
All right, Zunori, where are we going?
We're heading to the proverbial post office.
All right. If you have your village map, that is down at 7. So it is not. It's just across the way.
Yep.
Across the way and around the corner. That is super specific. It is on the other side of the town square, and then just down the street and up around. It is the Trade and Commerce Commission.
Yep.
And Bayhield welcomes you in, and he's like, Tsunori, I saw your bird in the area. I didn't even know that thing was still alive and kicking.
What can I say? He's as robust as he is regal.
And you do notice in the he's got a very large, just almost like a small warehouse with bookshelves and large open windows around the top, and he does have birds coming in. He also has a couple of different doors where mailmen and shippers on foot will come in and drop off packages, or he'll send them out. He also has two young gentlemen, and one that clearly has a whole bunch of mud all over him, and you recognize very familiar paw prints on his face. His face and neck and shoulder, and he's just had a very bad day. But Balehead's, just like, what can I do for you?
I need to send a letter.
He's like, okay, do you need everything for it, or you got it on you?
I think I'll need everything. I'm on the fly at the moment.
Okay, how fast do you need it to go out?
ASAP. I need it to go as quickly as possible.
And he's like, so Bird, gotcha. And he just, he gives a little whistle, and just a tight, smaller version of Natters, just a smaller version of Natters, but a lot quicker, just flies down on his shoulder as he's rummaging in a box. He pulls out, a piece of parchment and some ink for you. And he's like, that'll be 2 silver for the equipment and 5 silver for the postage.
Okay.
So total 7 silver.
I'll mark that out for myself. Okay. And I'll take the piece of paper and parchment and quill or whatever I'm writing with.
Yeah, just a standard ink quill and paper/parchment. Nothing too fancy.
And I'm going to write a letter to my wife.
What do you want to say?
And let her know the reason why I haven't been, how much I miss them and love them. I hope that all is going well, and just a heads up that my father's sending a regiment down, and that they should do preparations to keep things in order while they're here. And I'll see them as soon as I can. I'm writing a more detailed letter for you so you can do that for the role play.
That is fine. Whenever you do get that done, just send that via whisper. But as you finish writing it out, Bayhield, and you fold it up, and hand it to Bayhield. He's like, to the missus today?
Yes. It's what can I say? You probably would need to know as well. There's a regiment heading from the Light Realm. My father sent down personally to deal with the situation that seems to be getting out of hand.
He's like, with the illness? Is it really that bad?
It's getting to the point now where it's become more of a pattern than it is a random event.
He's like, oh, and then he's like, oh, hold on. And he ends up spinning around so quickly the bird is just like, and trying to hang onto his shoulder. And he just, he dashes across the room real quick and he runs back and he's like, when you said a regiment, I totally forgot, this came right after your commander did the last pickup, and he slides you the envelope and you recognize it as, you recognize the seal as formal military orders. And so he takes your letter and gives it to the bird and sends the bird off. And he's like, but he's kind of looking around. He's like, I don't think I have anything else for you. He's like, is there anything else you need from me today?
I think we've done quite well today, sir.
He's like, all right, well, it's always a pleasure. I gotta go help this kid because he doesn't know how to write an Ikirin for, no one's business. And he's just like, I'm really gonna have to think about getting an older kid. And you see him walking across to the very embarrassed and muddy and bruised.
Give him time.
All right, what do you want to do now?
I'll head back to the guys at the alchemist store.
Okay. Okay. Uh, you head back without incident. What are you guys doing?
We are just looking around the shop, and I'm still trying to acquire a map.
It's the training course. Um, Actually, with that being said, and yes, she does have goods and services, but go ahead and roll. Uh, is there anything in particular you're looking for at this moment?
I suppose we should get some potions, like health potions.
Okay, really quick, roll a perception check. With advantage because I know Moshi's eyeballing something.
All right. Ooh. Let's see. 7 plus 7, 14.
Okay, so to you it is variably a standard alchemist shop. You do see an assortment of vials and tinctures and ingredients. You also see, several different stones and stuff like that. Um, as well as books and parchments and scrolls and the whole 9 yards. Her place is just a cluttered mess. Just a straight cluttered mess. And do we have Soren and Moshi? Oh, you are here! Maha!
Yes.
Where's Soren? Soren's stuffing his face. Like Soren's
Sorn.
stuffing his face.
Sorn. Sorn's having too much fun with the cat.
I'm actually gonna take this minute to do a thing. Haha. But I'm not telling you what this thing is. No, that would be too easy.
Mm.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, is this gonna be a bull in a china shop event?
Hold on. Nope. You guys are safe.
Robotic cat fritzes out.
Oh, it was gonna be a bull in a china shop event day.
That would have been kind of fun.
My rolls have not been good today.
Alright, and actually, let's go ahead and take a bio break right now while I finish setting this up. DM break, I'm sorry guys. But bio break, all the same. And that'll give Soren a chance to finish stuffing his face, because I'm sure he's got his dinner. Oh.
Oh yeah, the mac and cheese.
Alright, so 10-minute break. Or top of the hour. We'll see. We'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
All right, we are back. That was half DM getting her shit together and half technical issues and half all the fun things. It really doesn't feel like a Wednesday, like at all. It's been a weird day. It's been a weird week. And just
You're
in
definitely
general.
right about that.
But okay, you guys are currently in the Alchemist Shack, Sorn. Roll for perception.
Ooh. Let's see.
Da-da-don.
Oh, that went a little bit too far. Where did it go?
Ran away.
Nat 20? I'm gonna roll it
Oh.
again because it rolled underneath my thing though. So
Okay. Cocked, yeah. Roll it.
14.
Right, you noticed a lot of what Moshi and Vanya noticed. That there is, vials and trinkets and stones of all sorts, as well as scrolls and parchment and books behind the counter.
Soren sees books. I'm gonna walk over to the counter and kind of like squint at the books and see if I can maybe make out what the titles are. See what I might want.
Roll investigation.
If he
24.
what?
Nice.
Never mind. I was going to help, but I don't think you need it.
My investigation's really good.
So you do see a book there. Dun dun dun. And I'm just gonna give you a couple of times, or no, I'm gonna give you one that stuck out to you actually.
Okay.
So that's the one that stuck out to you the most.
Okay.
Not only just because it is very much seems to be well made book in general. It also is a different color. It's a little bit larger than the rest, but you can actually read those words and you know what those words mean.
Okay. Then I am going to the shopkeep is behind the counter, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna point at that book and can you grab that for me?
See, so it's just like, you guys are so strange. And she pulls it up and she's like, interesting. And slides it over to you. She just kind of she stops digging through the maps for a bit and just kind of watches you with it.
Cock my head and why interesting.
She's like, this book carries a handful of tales from one of the wizards up at the Citadel. And this is the same Citadel that refined knowledge on your kind.
Ah.
Convenient.
Okay. I will set it on the counter. I'd like to buy this.
She's like, he doesn't have any money.
Does he?
I turn around and I take my satchel back from Mochi. And I'll kind of dig around. You hear the jingling and everything. And I'll pour everything that I have onto the counter. It is 100 copper, 90 silver, and 80 gold.
Can we sleight of hand and just like take
Yeah,
some
can
of
I
that?
take some?
Roll for sleight of hands, you bum.
Can I roll for perception?
You can roll for perception as well.
That is a
Let's
17.
No.
I got a 7.
Hold on, I gotta add my. Wait, what is it? Sleight of hand? Oh yeah. Shoot. Oh, I have a 17 as well.
Oh.
So
Roll off.
Ivania is the first. Oh yeah. You know what? Go ahead and roll off. Yep. Roll again, both of you.
Perception and sleight of hand again.
Yep. It's like I could use the
Okay.
combat rule, but like, yeah, this is too good.
I rolled a 10. Wait,
I
am I
rolled a
adding
14,
sleight of hand
so
to this?
18.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Am I adding sleight of hand?
No, roll off is just standard roll.
Yeah, I lose.
Oh, then I rolled a 14.
So Sword is super like, I have to get this book now, and he's like willing to give everything he has. He's literally willing to give an arm and a leg, and he just empties the contents of his backpack, and but he does so very neatly in front of him, and both you and Moshi and Ivania, you just see this little black paw and this little tiny hand, and Sword just smack, smack. But Zigza counts out 50 gold, and she's like, she's like, I'm sure she's not gonna charge you full price, honey, because that's just been gathering dust up there. And then she kind of looks up and rifles through, and she's like, oh, you know what? Here's another one that you might enjoy. It was also from a wizard. He's from the north, and it's just a much smaller one.
Buy one, get one.
All right. You said 50 gold, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
She's like, she's like, she kind of pats her table or her counter. She's like, all the good stuff you probably would not be interested in. And she's like, like she's like, I got, manuscripts, and I got, alchemy books and the whole 9 yards. And so she's like, but those ones aren't for sale anyway.
Okay. Can I read the title of the other book? Or do I can figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out along the way. You take her word for it, because
right.
the title includes a name that you don't recognize.
Okay. Thank you. And he'll float backwards and kind of off into the corner looking at his books.
She's like,
Sounds like me at a bookstore at Barnes and Noble. It's just like, as soon as I buy a book, I'm like,
New books. Just starts reading.
Zigza just kind of shakes her head out of endearment. She's just like, she's like, elementals really are neat creatures, aren't they? But she's like, okay, I found that map that I was looking for. And she pulls it out and spreads it across. And hold on, change scenes. I need to. Oh, it's still there. Sweet. All right, you guys should see it on the stream.
Nice.
see what? Sorry, I'm.
Oh, I see it.
The map.
Oh yeah, pull up Twitch separately, because Streamlabs is being a
Computer.
butt.
The world man.
Yep. Just a real map, kind of. Understanding.
You can see it partially.
Yeah, it's the small square of it.
Yes,
All right.
that is intentional. So sweet.
It's still loading for me.
That's fine. You're right.
Stream lag. Can't stream snipe.
Oh, okay, I can see it now. Oh, so that's that's like where we are? or
Yeah, so
something?
this is and I'm actually gonna start maybe let me get a good pencil here. Pencil color. There we go. This general vicinity is where Orkney is. So this is currently where you guys are.
That's where we are. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm like, wait, can you say that again? Because my Twitch is like super slow.
Where she
Oh.
made the mark on the map. That's
Yep.
where we are right now.
The little blue star.
Okay.
So the little blue star is currently where you guys are at. That's not how you spell Orkney. Meh. There we go. She's like my buddy Jerzash. He goes between here and Chenogawa very frequently. And sometimes he likes to go down to Mospella when he's feeling adventurous and bored. But she points out that, up here is where Chenogawa is. And then kind of around here is where Mospella is. Okay,
What's her name or friend's name again?
well, her name is Zigza. And the friend's name is Jerzash. Jerzash.
And we're trying to head to Ohom, right?
Yep.
Which would be west of where we are now, like across the forest.
Correct. Ohom is. Ohom is right. She points out is right around here.
All right.
And that's where we're going.
That was the direction that the druid mentioned that like darkness was emanating from.
Ah.
And the and Igza goes to say, and she's like, if memory serves me, especially because I tend to be out and about too, looking for ingredients and whatnot. Jerzash brings me most of it. You have two options. You take the Mospella Road part way, and then you'll have a very small settlement. She's like, oh, it's, husband and wife house. They have an orchard right before the major part of the swamp starts. And at that, you take that path to Olholm. Or, you go up to Chenogawa because the river comes down. She's like, that river is where you guys are getting most of the issues with travel. You'll have to go up to Chenogawa to cross and get into Olholm.
Okay, we have choices.
You do it. She's like, yeah, you guys honestly do have choices. And she's like, it's just but anytime you guys cross the river, and she just kind of does like this general number. She's like, that's the lady's territory. So when you guys get into the dense and the depth, or in the deepest parts of the forest, just be wary and cautious. They're fair and they're welcoming as long as you guys are.
Vanya says, shall we take a vote on what we feel best?
What were the paths again?
You can come down and start, trudging through the swamps. And there will be a couple of bridges that cross over rivers. But you'll turn west when you reach like a husband and wife orchard. And from there, when you turn back up, you'll go to Olholm, or you can go up to Chenogawa and cross the river at Chenogawa, because Chenogawa has a large bridge.
Let's do that one. How about that one?
I agree.
That is a much
bit of
longer
an
route,
interest.
though.
Yeah, I'm not going through a swamp.
Well, we're not actually going into the swamp.
Moshi
We're-
wants to
Oh, she's
keep his
going through a
fur.
swamp.
Moshi's got fur.
Good point. Ivanya's like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
I think Soren also has a bit of a vested interest in going to Shinagawa because he'll like mention that's where the fisherman was from.
Good point. At this point, Vanya also mentions that, well, I've actually passed by Chinogawa. So it seems like a good place.
And she's like, oh yeah, it definitely is. But she's like, if you guys are gonna go up to Chinogawa, and she kind of pokes over at Yuzunori, and she's like, you remember Heiseon hailing his brother from Chinogawa? Well, hold on, I have the name here. She's like, his brother's Brayluke, the Chenogawa crafter. And he's actually coming down here. According to Heiseon, he's going to be coming down here tomorrow to visit with Mev and whatnot. And he's also been due for a visit just to this village in general. I think he's just going to go up and do rounds, but, maybe talking to him and he can either give you some pointers on the path up to Chenogawa, or maybe you guys can even ride along. I have no idea. But he'll be coming down from there. And she's like, and hopefully at some point Jerzash, because I haven't seen Jerzash, and he's about a few cycles late to come through here, so I wonder where he wandered off to.
I think that sounds like a point.
And it is
Wait for
decided.
this man. Yeah.
So,
can I still get something from the alchemist though? I never had a turn with the
oh, you
alchemist.
may. Oh, and also I realized I forgot. Move the video. Ah, there we go. Yes, you may. She is open for business. She's like, what do you need, hon?
Does she have any extra like satchels or anything?
Satchels. Are you really gonna
Yes.
stock up on sweet buns?
Yes. Sword just got 2 big ass books to put in his bag. He's not gonna have
Taking up
room
half
for my
of your
sweet
space.
buns.
All right. Without asking, she's like, bags. She kind of rummages in the back for a bit. She has.
I'm silently praying for bag of holding right now.
She actually has a bag of holding.
Oh!
And she's not going to part ways with it for anything less than 500 gold.
Oh!
But she also has a
7.
secondary, she has just a regular backpack for 2 gold.
Saw that coming.
500 gold. What?
500 gold is like,
Oh, come on. All the stuff you stole, you gotta have it.
I don't.
I know you're good for
I
it.
actually do.
Pick
I
'em
don't.
up by
Do
the-
I? Rochelle, like, how much? Do I have anything?
Yeah, you have gold.
Yeah, but I don't have 500 gold.
Then you don't have 500 gold.
you have platinum though.
I think we know the
Right?
next thing you're gonna steal.
Oh god.
I
Oh
didn't
my
even
god.
Oh no.
It's happening.
We have a rogue in the
Yeah.
party. What did you expect?
Hmm.
and not paired with a paladin for once.
I'm a cleric though.
But a little less, like it's not as bad.
Man.
Speaking
So I
of
guess you're
which,
gonna have to spend your 2 gold on your regular old bag.
How much is the regular bag?
2 gold.
2 gold. Okay, I'll buy it.
All right. So expend out 2 gold and you get 1 more backpack. And among her inventory, besides book, she has various alchemical ingredients and whatnot, as well as lanterns, vials, focuses. She has a couple of wands and a couple of non-magic staves.
What are the vials of stuff? Like potions and whatever.
Yeah, she has a handful of potions. Do you just want to ask her what potion she has?
Yeah, is there one that, like, if perhaps it happened to tip over, it would cause a big enough distraction?
They're up on one of the shelves, so out of your reach.
Out of the reach of my arm.
Do I can I roll like a perception to like see if I realize what she's thinking?
Insight.
What he's thinking. Okay, insight.
Oh my god, these
that
two.
might be good. Please cooperate. There we go. Insight, that is a 15.
Oh.
Moshi's Moshi. And is very guarded, so you don't pick up on what or even if. Very, very guarded. That was a very high DC, so.
All right.
I just imagine Soren just staring at Moshi, like wide-eyed, like trying to like.
Oh no, I was gonna attempt to help.
No, I know, but you're trying to like figure out what Moshi's up to. And I just like imagine him
What
just
are you
being
doing?
And Zigza, hold on. Does not notice that you're eyeballing potions.
Hold on. Can I throw a ball bearing on my ball bearings and hit the potions?
Stealthy enough.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's an at 20.
Oh shit.
No.
And then wait, I have 4 for sleight of hand, so that's 24.
Oh,
I get my notes that Moshi's insane.
So as you manage to sneak out one of your ball bearings, Zigza turns to Avanya really quick, and she's about to ask Avanya what she needs, and you manage to flick it and hit one of the potion bottles. But hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. And then I gotta roll 2. Actually, gotta roll 2 because the cat. You hit a potion of water breathing, and that falls to the floor and just makes a big splash. And Zigza, of course, turns and is like, "What the heck?" But she also sees the cat, just kind of like, meow, and looking down at the mess, and she's like, "Really? Really?" And so she starts blaming the cat. She starts
I didn't like that robotic cat anyway. Can I steal the bag now?
Roll for another sleight of hand.
Damn, it's okay.
Cat violence.
She
You will
just
not believe
mentioned that
this.
she had this.
You will not believe this. I got another.
No,
nat
I'm
20.
leaving. I'm leaving.
My God.
Oh,
I left. I came back.
Hang on a minute.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
You're gonna make us criminals.
Villain tag attained.
Oh, I'm gonna roll a perception just to see if I can roll on that 20.
You're at the post
It's not
office.
gonna happen.
No, he's back. He's back. He's been here.
This is
Oh,
bad.
I'm in it.
Come
Oh,
on,
man.
man. Let me me up my bag of holding.
I didn't see it. I must have just walked in.
So she makes out with the bag of holding,
Yes!
slipping it
God.
from its cupboard delicately into the backpack she just bought. But while Zigza's getting the mess cleaned up, she shooed the cat off the counter. And the cat is currently batting your ball bearing.
Can I leave now?
Okay. Do I notice? Like, am I aware of what just happened?
Roll perception.
Okay. That's better for me. That's 22.
You notice. You
Okay,
saw the whole thing.
I guess I will try to cover it up a little bit. I will cast Mage Hand and shoot my hand across, pet the cat, and kind of try to. Can I like sleight of hand to try to pick up the ball bearing with my hand
You
while I
may.
pet the cat? Okay.
Hold on, hold on.
God.
Could we explain this away as like you getting too scared? Like the
It doesn't
shock-
matter. I rolled a 18.
So
Oh, shit.
your mage hand picks up the ball bearing and flicks it underneath one of the bookcases.
Yes!
Outside of the cat.
Can I high five Sword?
Nice.
I'm high fiving Sword.
With the
Well,
one
like a
hand I
little-
still have.
like a little under the table, like.
Oh my god, you guys.
Oh,
I can store all your books in here.
Part of me is kicking myself for not just like actually taking a chance and swiping something too.
oh
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
Well,
Oh no.
you did it.
Ugh.
So.
So Zigza finishes cleaning up the potion mess
Bye-bye.
and the glass mess, and she's like, man, that was 5,000 gold. Took me weeks to get a hold of that.
We're terrible people.
And she turns
my
back and
God.
she's like, well, I still do have at least some healing potions left. And she looks back over at the cat for however long those last. She's like, y'all need anything else?
Sorn is not good at being a bad person, and he's just gonna leave. I'm gonna walk out the door.
Sword's like, I'm out. I'm done.
I'm like, well, could I buy the map of you as well as a couple of healing potions?
After all that, Yvonne is like, can I just buy that?
Yeah, I mean there has been enough, and I kind of feel bad for Zigza.
So
I
she's
wanna-
like,
Whatever.
she's like, well, if you want, you can copy the map tonight. She's like,
Ooh,
but
via
and that would be you spending a couple of hours at her alchemist shop to copy it if you wanted to. But healing potions.
How many does she have?
She's got 3 for 70. She's willing to give them to you for 75.
75 gold?
It's hard for her to get potions out this way, so.
Ah, snap. I asked if she takes platinum.
She's like, hold on. She's like, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem, but I do need to pull out my cards. What?
Yeah, I'm also looking for the conversion chart. Where is it?
Okay, I got it. Platinum is you have, how many platinum do you have?
7.
How did you get 7 platinum?
It was given to me at the start.
Yeah.
So 1 platinum is 10 gold.
Right, 7. So, damn, that's a lot of.
Yeah.
I'll buy one healing potion. That's all I can afford.
Yeah, you might be about right.
So I'm left with 27 gold. And one healing potion, right?
Yep.
Damn.
And she no longer has a bag of holding, even though she hasn't realized it yet. She has a very angry crafted cat. And minus $2.
Okay.
She looks over at
Next minute, you find out the cat's like a surveillance cat and it's actually recorded the whole thing.
And we have to steal the cat.
Oh,
This is gonna
You
turn
know
into an
what?
episode of You.
no.
make an Arcana check, Zunori.
What?
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, me an Arcana check. Okay.
Shit.
You
It's
don't
great.
quite know why you're looking at the cat, but for some reason you're looking at the cat.
It's not good.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
It's 8.
Never mind then. I was gonna give you an answer, but not anymore.
All right. No worries.
Dang it, it was a good answer too. Shoot.
Dwarf.
She looks over at you, Zunori, and she's like, and she's like, I'm really happy you're going to Zunori. She's like, I know the roads can be rough and all, but you've just been so good to us. There's really no one else that I would trust to investigate this. She kind of looks over at everyone warmly.
Thank you.
Everyone
Yes.
isn't just me and Zenori because the other half left.
Oh my god, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like,
Yeah.
no, they
Bye,
too.
thank you. Have a good
We're
day.
fist bumping in
Bye.
the alley next to the.
Is there? She's like, is there anything else you need? Well, at least from me, because you guys still have Oslin's hard goods, and then John D's soft goods, and then the thrift store if you guys need tents or something.
I don't think there's anything I need right now, but I'll keep you in mind before we leave because we need to do a couple of other things, small things, like you said, buy a tent maybe.
And she, right there, she reaches over and gets one of the potion, a small common healing potions and hands it to you. And she's like, "You take care of yourself. Go on, I'm tired. I'm going to bed."
Oh,
I'm like, how come he gets a free healing potion?
She just looks over at you and she's like, "He gets a free healing potion because she walked out with my bag of holding that is no longer in its place."
Wait, she figured it out?
Yeah. Because she said it right in a cubby right on the counter. But she's
I was
like,
gonna
and she just
say.
looks over at Tsunori and she's like, "Consider it a gift," and walks in.
I wasn't
I was-
part of that.
I was gonna say because you had literally just asked about it. If she notices later that it disappeared, she's gonna know.
I just didn't realize it was going to be this fast. I'm glad I left.
Oh, we're awful people.
Whatever. I got a bag of holding now. I can put as many sweet buns in there as I want.
But they're not gonna last that long though.
Yeah, because I'm
Camping
going to
supplies.
eat them.
Speaking of- Should we try to get like camping supplies from the not the blacksmith, the barracks? Since this is technically like official business for Zenori, should we maybe like try?
Good idea. That's an
Yeah.
absolutely good idea. Yeah.
I'm a little upset
Since
because
I
I
just
feel like I
spent
just
all my gold on books.
Yeah, you only
Um,
have a dead fisherman's pack. You didn't get a
Oh.
starter pack.
Well, maybe I'll go check out his house when we there.
Steal more from the dead guy.
Oh my god.
Hey, he's got no use for it anymore.
I have raised a
Oh,
bunch of
can-
terrible characters.
Can I
Uh,
retcon something too, Richelle? I forgot to do it when I was at the post office. With that letter, I'm gonna wrap the letter around the opal that I acquired from the tomb.
Which one?
A tomb? What do you call it? No, not a tomb.
A crypt.
Mausoleum. What
Mausoleum.
are they called? Crypt.
Mausoleum.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. And what letter are you wrapping around it?
The one I sent to my wife.
Oh, okay. So you sent her an opal.
Set the opal. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Be sure to note that at the bottom of the letter.
Yeah.
Sent with
Yeah.
opal.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, are we still in the shop, by the way?
You are.
Yeah, you have not yet left. Zenori has walked out. You are still in there. and
Zenori's like Moshi.
I fiddle around my backpack. I turn up what I had collected from the crypt, which was 1 diamond and 1 moonstone. And
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Could
I
have
wonder
traded
if
that.
Zigzag would have bought it.
Notice I'm not being blamed because I'm an innocent rock.
An innocent rock who tried to cover it up.
Succeeded.
Well, for like 2 minutes.
2 seconds.
And what are you doing, Ivania?
I'm trying to sell the precious stones that I found, which is a diamond and a moonstone.
Okay. Oh, she looks at him and she's like, "Oh, this is great."
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, "I was needing another diamond." She's like, "Yeah, magic stuff." She's like, 10 gold for both.
10 gold for both. They're like a total of 10 gold?
Mhm.
Well, you got yourself a deal.
Alright. She hands you 10 gold.
I'll say thank you very much. And maybe next time slip me one of those gifts too, huh?
And she's like, "Don't push your luck. Get. I'm tired."
Can't blame a girl for trying. I wave goodbye. I'll say I'll see her later to copy the map.
Alright. And yep. So yeah, you guys sort that out. So when you turn in for the night, everyone is gonna go get a long rest, and that'll be a part of your long rest. But you'll go and copy the map, and so you'll have a copy of the world map. It'll just be handwritten.
I go out and rejoin everyone, and I give Moshi a stick eye.
Yeah, what is going on outside of Zigzag right now?
I'm trying to teach Soren how to read.
As I'm trying to like figure that out, I'm also kind of practicing trying to speak normally. So I don't get so many terrified looks when I talk to people.
Roll a performance check.
All right. Oh no, this could end really good or really bad. Oh no, my charisma's bad.
Oh,
It's a 10.
So you're able to change the pitch of your voice. You can go really low. It's just like squeaking rocks together. Like, no.
Meanwhile, Moshi's just, good job.
It's gonna take an act of God for Soren to speak normally.
I like the low, gravelly voice, though. It's fun.
Oh, it'll probably still be low. I guess seeing the other two come out of the store, Soren will kind of get everything together, put the books away, and get ready to go.
Nori's going to gingerly walk up to Moshi and be like, as if to give a pat. And I'll pat down the neck and pick her up by the scruff.
No! Can I resist this, please?
Roll the dex.
Hold on, I got it. do some math.
Not math. What?
Our worst
Oh,
enemy.
that's a 22.
Oh, it's a roll off.
She evades your grasp, Zenori.
Look, Moshi, I don't mind if you're a bit left of the law, but try not to take from good people, okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm watching you from now on.
Yeah. Okay. You know, if you ever want anything cool.
You know a guy.
Yeah. Who's pretty good at getting cool things. So
By Anazil. Oh my goodness.
I say, hey, I'm okay with whatever Moshi's doing as long as I get a small cut of it.
Soren
didn't
doesn't know
hear
right
that.
from wrong yet, so
Zenori's going to be like, I didn't hear that, and keeps walking away.
I didn't hear it.
if it helps me get to my goal, I'm cool with it.
All right, guys, what is next?
I need to go to Johnny's.
Yeah, I too need to go to Johnny's. We gotta settle.
So wait,
that.
then we can split. Me and Zenori can go to the barracks and try to get some stuff.
That's a good idea.
There we go.
Sounds good.
All right, who wants to be up first? John D's team or Barrack's team? I'm gonna say,
Sure.
you know what?
I'll
roll
roll.
off. Everyone roll
Even number.
real quick.
Here,
Alright.
I'll just roll a d6. If I get an even number, it'll be me and Zenori. If I get not, it'll be.
Not just
Vanya
roll a
and Moshi.
d20.
Ah, okay. D20. 10.
Tish,
Well, I got a 13.
There we go.
Joseph,
7.
Chris.
5.
Ah,
Wait a
Yeah.
second. So, how much did you get, Tish?
13.
So 13, 7, 20, and then you guys got 15.
yeah.
All right, so we are going to John D's.
Hey.
Yo, go-
Before we actually hit John D's place, I'm like, I know you might want to perform your arts. And I have to talk to John D. So what if I set up a distraction?
Oh, no.
What do you mean perform my arts? What the frick does that mean?
You know.
Doesn't John D like y'all though?
Yeah, I'm not stealing from Johnny.
Wow, okay.
What are you talking about?
I don't know John D well enough.
I do.
She's just my landlord. I'm just saying, get her goddamn recipe.
Oh yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. But
I feel like that is something that is just like bred in her family
Yeah.
and is not written down.
I
It's
was
not
about to
like
say,
a-
John D strikes me as the type to not write down recipes.
yeah, she just knows.
A
She's the
handful and a
force.
pinch of.
Yep.
All right, so Ivania, Moshi, let's follow you guys. Zenori, Soren, we will catch up with you all. Probably after the break. So after John D's, we'll take another bio break, get
All right.
snacks and caffeine, and
All right.
scorn Moshi for scoring a bag of holding. But all right, you guys poof. We'll see you on the break.
Okay.
All right, Moshi. All right, Ivania, let's go.
Lego.
Let's go. It is the evening hour in town. Shops are still staying open. I mean, after all, this is the dark realm, so people do tend to stay up a lot later than most, or slightly dim nightlight, I should say. Everything is just like just a very cool purple kind of glow. But walking into John D's, you see a table. Or wait, roll perception real quick, actually.
Both
All
of us.
right. I have 25.
Perception. That's a 20.
All right, so walking in, you guys see a table of more elderly farmers. Moshe, you recognize a couple of them as Galthus's, a couple of them were Galthus's friends. You also see a table of hunters, one of which being Sindano, and the other is
Wait,
another
the
one.
headhunter? Sorry.
And Keegan, you see Keegan, the young boy that you guys terrified when you went looking for him.
What?
When you guys walked into the hunter's
Oh.
abode and you just like ripped off Soren's head.
Sword's head.
And Keegan's
Here's
just
a
like
head.
standing there and Keegan sees you walk inside, but not with Soren, and is just like freaky. Yeah. Just kind of weary. You also see a handful of travelers scattered throughout. John D is obviously serving dinner, being, meat stew with assortment of vegetables and stuff like that. Just the, usual village variety dinner, as well as, soft little dinner baked breads. And she does have a couple of sweet buns out for dessert. But she is, her daughter, Lo, too, is kind of sweeping and wiping off tables and cleaning in the floor. And John D is behind the counter doing some of the dishes. What do you guys want to do?
Johnny. Hello.
She looks up and she's like, oh, she's like, what have you been up to all day, huh?
Oh. Just acquiring things. And
she's
I've
like-
been hanging out with my friends, and I got a nice big bag so I could take your sweet buns home.
Vaya just like, acquiring, yes.
And she looks up Moshi directly, like dead in the eye, and she's like, I told you I ain't giving you my recipe, but how many batches do you want?
Oh, how many's in a batch? Like,
just say she gives you a baker's dozen.
oh, okay. 3, please.
3.
She's like, all right, it'll be done in about an hour. She's like, I got you.
Thanks.
She's like, you guys want any dinner or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll have a little something.
Yeah, well, we could sit down and have food while I talk with John D about housing situation.
Okay, so you guys are sitting up at the tavern counter then?
Mhm.
So she washes her hands and she starts going to prepare the sweet buns in an area that you can't see because she doesn't want you to see the ingredients that she's pulling out.
Could you can I try and roll to like get as much as information as I can about the sweet buns?
What's
Roll
that,
investigation.
Oh, investigation.
Come on, man. Come on, dice gods.
Dice gods.
Damn it. I got investigation, right? I got 12.
Nope.
Dice gods are not on my
Jackie
side.
ain't letting you have it.
Can I look?
You may roll investigation as well.
Investigation. That's a 19.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Wait, you gotta whisper to me though. If I see anything, please whisper it.
Not high enough.
Oh, okay,
What?
that's fine.
Oh.
Like she's on guard mode. She's nope. That difficulty roll is high.
Oh, what a shame.
I wasn't like
But
terribly interested, but I like to. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just try to check it out.
But as she's preparing to throw some sweet buns into the oven, Lo 2 comes by and hands you guys a couple of bowls of dinner with, pieces of the dinner bread. And she's like, what do you guys want to drink tonight? And there's they have their mixed fruit juice from the farmers for the day, or they have ales. They do have some basic wines as well.
Yeah,
I
I'll do
say-
that fruit juice. That sounds good.
I say I'm going to be up for the night. anticipating the copying of the map, so I'm gonna ask if they still have any hot bean juice.
Hot bean juice.
Lotu kind of peeks around the corner and she's like, well, I can warm it up for you. It's not really hot right now. Is that okay? I mean, it's kind of been sitting there all day.
Yeah, sure.
She's like, all right, all right. So she leaves for a second. And after a couple of minutes, she comes back out with a warmed up cup of hot bean juice and your fruit juice, Mushy, which is a nice, pleasant, like red purple. You know, it's definitely an assortment of berries. And after, you know, as you guys are enjoying your meals, John D eventually comes back out and her hands covered in flour, and you smell the sweet buns hit the oven. And she's like, I threw on a couple extra batches because for some reason there's this odd habit that everyone knows when I put sweet buns in the oven. It's this natural phenomena. And she's like, but she's like, how are things going today for you guys?
Great.
Pretty good. We caught a villain. We caught a really bad guy, and yeah, that feels good. Pretty good.
And she's like, oh my god, I heard about that. I heard it was Lisandro. What did he do?
Oh, he killed people.
Hey, I nudged Moshi. I was like, we can't talk about that.
And
Oh,
John,
we can't?
No, we're not supposed to say anything, because Commander was like,
Johnny
keep it
catches.
quiet.
Oh,
Johnny
yeah!
catches it, and she's like, hold on.
I legitimately forgot. That's actually pretty keeping with my character, I guess.
No, but Johnny's like, it's okay, you guys. And she looks over at Lotu and sees that Lotu didn't notice, and she's like, I got you guys. And she's like, so wait a second, he was the one this whole time doing the in the woods. She's like,
I was like,
damn.
okay, since you already kind of know, just between
Because I
us,
just
and nobody
blurted it out.
else should know. Yeah, there was like a basement of bodies, man. It was nasty.
And she's like, oh. She's like, I knew so many of them. She's like, I'm gonna, like, well, thank you for telling me, at least. I don't know who I'm drinking to tonight. But she's like, is there anything else I can do for you guys tonight besides sweet buns?
I bring up that we're probably gonna be heading out. I might be gone for a couple. Well, I don't know how long I'll be gone for, so I'm not sure how we're gonna settle our tenant issue.
She's like, you've been paying me by the day. I mean, if you want to, she's like, if you want to pay rent just throughout an undetermined amount of time, she's like, that's fine. But otherwise, I can just rent it out while you're gone, and when you get back, I can just give you another one to rent out.
I say that sounds like a pretty good idea. I'll pack up everything that I have to bring with me, and if I ever come back, I know where to look.
Ivania, do you have like a lot of stuff?
No, I only have my like the cured meats out in the front yard, but that's it.
So you don't really have anything that you're like leaving behind?
Not really. I'm just renting for a place to sleep.
Okay.
Right. And so, Johnny's like, well, I'm gonna get back to work, guys. He's like, give a holler if you need anything. She walks away.
For sure.
With that being said, speaking of food, I need another snack. Bio break. We will be back at the top of the hour, so another healthy 10-minute break. We will see you guys momentarily. And we're back. All right. Oh, that's next. So I'm sorry. I just, I have these like healthy granola bars, but the flavor is like double chocolate chip cupcake
Health
That
bars,
sounds
eh?
awesome.
health bars, and they don't aggravate my allergies.
American health bars.
No, it's not deep. It's not deep fried, so it doesn't go on.
Yeah, fair.
But all right, where are we going, guys?
We're going to the
totally
barracks,
space.
yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Barracks. All right. Walking in. So Soren, this would be your first time in. No, this is your second time.
I've
in
been
Barracks.
before, yeah, because we brought the guy in and we
That's right.
Yeah.
went to
Yeah,
go and
yeah.
check.
Um. So. Oh, you still have that letter, don't you? Bayhild gave you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
read it. Don't you worry. Yeah. Just not right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So walking into the barracks, Hana and Masanti are, immediately to the left near where the brig area is, and they're both kind of like stationed outside the door. They're playing a card game, together, and across the main area space, Commander Bard is at his desk, just furiously scribbling on paper. Um, you do not see Ugrivan or Vindairn. It is just these three currently.
Mm. I'll give the guys a side five as I'm walking through.
I'll stay close
So
behind,
he's
don't
like,
worry.
"Hey, rock babysitter," and Hana's like, "How is your pet rock doing anyway? What's it like having a pet rock?"
Why don't you ask him, Hutter? He's quiet first.
I'll slowly turn, like look down at him.
And Hana's just like, "What's it like being a pet rock?"
It's interesting. I'll like detach my head and put it underneath my arm.
Like, okay, we heard all about that. I am sorry. And they're dying. You just left them in a ruckus, and Commander Bard is just like, ugh.
I'll cast Mage Hand and have my hand like carry my head around the building.
Excellent, excellent.
Kind of just checking everyone out.
Oh, before we get any further, I must have misheard you. Is the letter I've got for the commander or is it for me?
It didn't have a specific for, but you recognize the seal as official military orders.
All right. I better give it to the commander then. Yep. And I'll do that. I'll walk over to commander and say, this came from the mail today, sir.
He just like, "Oh, why do you do this to me?" Gingerly takes it. And
I'll keep you on the toe, sir.
like, oh, is that what that's called? Okay. He rips it open and unfolds it to where's my notes? He's reading and his brow just starts furrowing. And he's like, "Well, I got good news and I got bad news, Nori. The good news is you don't have to worry about a visit from your pa. Bad news is it's Gargantuan Gil. Fucking great. Dude is a jerk." And he just rolls it up and crinkles it and throws it over his shoulder. Like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, "They should be here in a few cycles. He's like, "Judging by the travel rate, they're gonna be stopping and investigating on the way, but looks like they're going down to Sirosar. That is their end goal for this trip."
Good news and bad news. The good news is I'm going out of town while that's happening. The bad news is you've got to deal with it, sir, and I'm quite apologetic.
He's like, no, just wait one hot second here. He's like, you're not going anywhere without my permission, last I checked, as your commanding officer. Am I not mistaken?
well, and I'm
He's
kind of
like, I dare you to leave me for this. I dare you. I double dare you.
I've got a job to do, sir. You sent me on an investigation. What can I say?
He's like, oh, is this the illness investigation?
It is part of it, yes, sir.
He's like, crap. All right, you got me there. And he's like, where you gotta go?
We have to head down to, so what was the name of the place? Sorry again.
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm. We've got to head to Wilhelm. Seems that we've got a lead down there.
He's like, oh, and then he, kind of like I'm doing right now, he rifles through his papers. He's like, I recognize the name. Or he's like, I remember you guys mentioning that before, but one of the merchants that typically trades from Ulholm hasn't come by for their routine visit.
Uh-oh.
He's like, he was already running late, but now he's about 4 cycles late for his normal trade route.
Have we identified any of the bodies in the home yet?
He's like, solid point. I have not gotten a list back from the gardeners yet. The gardeners are tending to the situation still. Because they're up to about, he's like, I checked in with them earlier this afternoon, and they were already up to about 20, 22.
Oh my lord.
It's like, yeah, I know we were losing a few people here and there, but I mean, I mistook a lot of it for just being forest shenanigans, like.
Oh my lord. It was a mess. So, oh wow, that's a lot. And is the cage visible yet? Is the cage visible?
The door to the brig area is visible, but you do not see him.
Right.
He's around, it's like a little small hallway where you guys have 2, one on each side of the hallway.
I'll pretty much look in that general direction and say, have you gotten anything out of him yet?
He's like, nothing you want to hear, and nothing I want to repeat.
As they're having this conversation, I'm gonna float over towards the brig and look through the bars really quick.
Roll perception.
23.
Do you feel like casting Mage Hand again?
I can. I was gonna cast Detect Magic first, but I can do that.
So your head is still flying around on Mage Hand. Is that
No,
correct?
I'm attached to myself again. It's me.
Okay, so there is a port in the bar door where food goes through. And with Hana and Asante sitting right there. You float your head right behind and through into the brig hallway, where you see Onro laid out on just a very crudely made straw bed. He's got his change on and stuff like that. Currently his back is to the door. What do you want to do with your head?
I want to cast Detect Magic, so like my eyes will flash a little brighter momentarily, and I can detect magic within 30 feet of me, I believe.
Roll a sleight of hand real quick.
Whoop. 16.
Oh, okay. He does not notice the flashlight. He must be sleeping. But you do not detect any magic from him. You do notice how foul his aether is, but it
Mhm.
is made foul by his choices and by his actions in life.
It doesn't seem artificial,
It
like
doesn't
something
seem
must have been.
artificial. It
Okay.
doesn't seem like he was made that way by someone else, or that foulness is connected to anything else.
Okay. I'll go back and reconnect to myself.
And wait. Okay, so wait, one more. Sorry. There's two sitting there. Oh, okay. So Hada's back is to the door. She notices nothing, but Asanti just kind of follows you going out, and he just shakes his head and he just giggles to himself. He doesn't say anything. Avidly amused by their new guest in town.
Uh, Someone will step up to the commander and get a little bit closer. He's like, so since we're heading down to Wilhelm, would it be possible to acquire some provisions like a tent, maybe two tents, maybe some bed rolls and stuff for us to take with us? We would buy it, but some of us are a bit short. And well, this is official business. What can I say?
And Commander's like, official business with escorts, and he's like, He's like,
I'm
you know what?
sorry.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna cover this expense just to get you the hell out of my sight because every time you walk in this door, there is something. So, he ends up walking through the bedroom area to and around back. Do you guys want to follow him outside?
Yeah.
Okay. So through the bedroom, there's actually like 8 cots, up to 8 cots, and Zenora, you know that as sometimes soldiers come in and out on long road routes or
Mhm.
official messengers that it's like, oh, this was so sensitive, they didn't even want to trust a bird with it, type
Mhm.
thing. There will be messengers. You do see Ungrivan laying in the bed. Um,
Mhm.
Clearly sleeping and passed out, but Bindarian is still nowhere to be seen.
Mhm.
And as you walk out back, walk out the back door, you're immediately greeted by the forest line. You guys are on
Mhm.
the edge, and you have that beautiful forest line, as well as the campfire is still going, just from everyone having dinner around the barracks. Uh, but it's still going, and you have the seats, and you see some cups and stuff left out from presumably Hada and Asanti having a few beers before they return to their watch. But a small house is right beside the barracks, and that is the storage shed. And so the captain opens it up and walks in for a little bit. It's really only got room for one, but he walks in real quick, and you
Mhm.
hear him rifling around.
I'll lean my head in and see if maybe he needs some help. Does he seem like he's struggling?
He does not.
Okay. I'll get back behind Zenori.
Such a sweet pet rock. Number one pet rock. We still need to make that shirt.
Sure.
All right. After a few minutes, the commander comes out, um, with 2 tents and 2 explorers packs. And so
Okay.
he hands that to Yuzunori, and he's like, "Here's what we can spare for your trip. I'll have to order in
Excellent.
some more, but that should get you guys covered."
Yeah.
I'll
Thank
sling
you,
one of
sir.
the packs over my rocky shoulder and grab one of the tents.
And he's just like, and he kind of looks over at you, Soren, and he's like, one would think that it's strange how all this is unfolding after you blew into town, but somewhere underneath that rocky exterior, you're soft on the inside, aren't you?
I was ready to be combative and like, are you accusing me of something? But I'll nod and start walking away.
Commander Bart's just like, all right, you two get out of here. And he's like, when are you guys gonna be taking off then?
Quite soon, sir. Or actually, we're waiting for oh,
The
the
crafter.
yeah the crafter that's the giant that's coming down from I can't remember right now, but he'll be making
Chinogawa,
Shinagawa. Yeah.
Shinagawa,
Brayluke.
and we're going to see if we can acquire some more information on how to get the best route on the way, and yeah, then we'll more than likely head out after that. Actually, sir, now that I'm thinking about it, what is what is Vendor and been doing? I haven't seen him around.
Um, the captain's like, you know what? That's actually a good question. There was another animal attack up to the north. One of the farm ladies' animals got attacked, so I'm just gonna take a wild shot in the dark here and say he's probably not coming home tonight.
Oh, good old Vendor. And
Your commander's like, hey, he's like, you can't talk, can you?
I'm not.
You're like, oh, well. He's like, all right, well, and he sits there and he chews on it for a bit, and he's like, it is really good to wait for the crafter.
Hmm.
The Elderman hasn't come out of his house at all, really. So, he really only came out of his house to see what the ruckus was when y'all dragged on Rowan. But other than that, he's been pretty locked up. So I've been
Yeah.
kind of talking to the other merchants, and there might be a few fireworks when the crafter gets in, let's just say.
Well, I'm sure. No doubt. Seems it's a lot of things getting shaken up lately around here.
You're like, hey, you had a nice, solid, decade with little old to nothing.
Hmm.
That did nothing could last forever, eh?
Hmm. Hmm. Maybe some things, but yeah, not really.
He's like, well, let's just hope the storm is over and get back to what we were doing.
No jinx it, sir. And I'm walking away from him with the pack.
He's like, hi. All right, what do you guys want to do now?
I guess we'll go meet up with the other two. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm already headed back towards
John Dees?
John Dee's. Yeah.
All right. Mishi, Ivania, are you guys still alive at John Dees?
Yeah, we're eating our dinner. I'm having my hot bean juice.
Zenori and Soren, you walk into relatively the same. They're having their stew. Their stew's mostly eat at this point, and Ivania has reheated hot bean juice. Moshi's licking his paws.
All right.
Me
I will
myself.
quickly float to the table and sit down with the other two and start reading I think I'll start reading the smaller book first.
Can you actually
The
read?
other one. Attempting to read.
Roll a history check.
That's good for me. 24.
Peace.
All right, I'm gonna have to send you that later. Hold on. I'm gonna say in your whisper. Remind me to tell you a tale.
Gotcha. I'm sure I'll have more because I'm probably gonna read tonight too, and in the morning.
Yep, so I'll have to write you a book.
There we go.
No big deal.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay.
I asked Zenore, so did you get everything we need for the trip?
Yeah, I think so. I've given the commander a heads up too. We'll be out of town when the other general gets here. Yeah, which is kind of a good thing on our part because he's a bit of a hard case.
So we're dodging the arrow here.
Yes, the proverbial arrow to the knee. Yes.
Can't say bullet because they don't exist here.
Yeah.
Or do they? No. Okay.
Well, then arrow to the knee is a euphemism for marriage.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, that is true.
He can't walk away anymore.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking, but okay.
Like the ball and chain, but
Oh man.
Oh,
It makes me see Skyrim in a whole different light.
Yeah.
a bunch of sad married guards.
I used to be a adventurer like you.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
All right. As you guys are bantering about arrows in the knee, a familiar tone rings into the tavern from one of the northern farms. It is an alarm bell.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be right under that.
Okay.
I'll run over to Jaundy and throw the packs on the ground and say, Jaundy, can you watch these for a moment? Business calls.
She recognizes it too, and she's like, "Oh no, honey, you get out of here." And she looks at you three. She's like, "You know what? Everyone, go. Too much crap is happening. I don't want to lose anyone else." She's like, "Y'all go. Take care of it."
I'll
Come back
put my
alive.
book in my satchel and just toss everything back there like Zenori did.
Do I have to go?
You do not have to go.
Yeah, I'm not.
Ah,
what? Okay. Yeah, I'm going because I'm like, oh shit.
Wait, what is this alarm?
it's an alarm bell.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's
some shit going
bells. There's bells that are sprinkled throughout the town.
Yeah.
And
No, so we don't know what's
don't
going
know
on.
what it
It's
is.
just a alarm bell.
Hmm.
Just went off. Yeah, you guys go take care of that. I'm fine.
This is technically my first time interacting with the alarm bell, right?
No.
Yeah, no.
Soren is
Yes,
just
I
going
had a
off of how
couple.
panicked Zenori seems.
We rang
Yeah.
the alarm bell when we brought in the murder guy.
Oh, that's true. But Ivana's still like pretty fresh to this, so like she's panicking a bit.
And Moshi, you remember the alarm bell from when Galthus was reported dead? You also remember it from when you first came into town, and there was a traveling caravan that had two perifers, which are essentially big floopy cows. Pulling a wagon, and one of the perifers went ballistic, and so the alarm bell was rung to get everyone away and try and get that perifer back under control before it tore up the town.
You trying to make me go?
I am not making any decisions.
Soren
here.
is gonna make Moshi go. Soren's gonna pick up Moshi.
Oh wow. Okay.
Roll
Strength.
yeah, roll a strength check.
That is a 12. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, 12.
Yeah, Moshi, roll a dex check.
Oh my.
Uh,
Mm. I need to make this bigger. I can't see what I'm doing. That's a 6.
So Soren hoists you up over his shoulder, and you, having just filled your belly with dinner and bread and some sweet buns,
Buns. Damn it.
you're not moving very fast.
Oh.
damn,
Come
those
with me,
sweet
cat.
buns.
I just lay limp over Soren's shoulder.
All right, so give me 1
At
second.
least I don't have to walk.
That was the entire reason you didn't want to go.
Well, now I can just be carried there, so you know.
You're absolutely taking on the cat personality really well.
I'm not going. Oh,
5
I'm
more
going.
minutes.
Yeah, right.
All right, hold on. I am getting it set up. What do I mean 2.4?
Zenori's like putting on the full pace. He's even pulled the sword out of his belt so he can run faster.
Nice. Oh, like holding it by the scabbard and like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool.
So I just pulled this together today, so I'm sorry it's a little bit on the rough side, and Chris helped. Or not Chris, Ryan. Ryan helped.
I did what?
All right.
Don't judge my skills
I'm
too
excited.
much.
I'm excited.
All right, hold on. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Let me. Oh wait. Hold on. Sorry. Alarm bell. Go up to the alarm bell.
As we're running, I'm gonna pat Moshi's head so he's not too mad at me.
It's all right, Kiki.
Don't scratch my face.
All right, just about. Just
Moshi
about.
realizes Soren is just trying to help, so.
But you still don't get down. You let him carry you the whole way for some reason.
Convenience.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think I got this. Let me switch over the views on the stream. What? So you guys should see that on the Twitch stream.
Oh.
Let's see.
And then
Nice!
jumping
Nice.
Very
around.
cool. Very cool.
It is what it is. Right.
Oh snap!
That's
Sunset
so
went
cool.
Down.
Yes. So, you follow the sound of the bell, which is still ringing the little chess piece. I am doing that for his own modesty, as Vindairn is pantless, or not pantless, is shirtless with just like underpants on. Just like ringing the bell, and he sees you running up Tsunori, and he's like, Tsunori, dude, like, and he's just like, oh my freaking god, and roll perception with advantage.
Okay. Perception 21.
All right. You see one of the livestocks, one of the perifers, actually the big floopy cows, in the field to the right of you has just been, killed, and there is blood splatters everywhere. And so Bendaren's like, I obviously am incapacitated at the moment. And he's like, but yeah, this just happened. How's your night going, by the way?
Really
Not as
casual.
eventful as yours, apparently.
It's like, yeah, this is about the third or fourth animal attack in like 2 days. And then right there, from the house right behind him, the door's cracked open, and you see, a young face of the lady farmer he was helping earlier. And she's
Helping.
like, 3 days actually, but she slams the door, locks it.
Oh no. Vandern, what's happened?
He's like,
Please tell me you know what's happened.
He's like, I didn't see it. But, definitely a large animal of some sort. Heard the Perry first screaming, heard some growling, and just saw it flash up into the distance. I did not see what it was, but it's pretty big. He's like, I'm kind of afraid to say what I think it might be, but I can't. He's like, I cannot confirm or deny any information at this moment. Especially
you
not
think
in
it
my
is?
skivvies.
No. God, man.
I'm
How do you get yourself
sorry.
into these situations? What do you think it was?
He's like, the size of it would be an Amarok, but I haven't gone and looked at the body yet, so.
No.
Who now?
What is that?
Amarok?
Yeah, what?
I'll look questioningly at Zenori. Have I seen one of these before? Because I did live in the forest for 2 months.
You have seen a tame Amarok, also known as a Virgus.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no?
Oh no! Oh no!
We've got a problem on our hands, Moshi. That's what that means. A real one.
Sorn will be muttering to himself like, oh no. I guess I will go searching for it. Do I maybe see like some footprints or like a blood trail or something?
Roll investigation.
Investigation.
With-
17 or 18.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I have a +5, so I
The Perifer. Where's my pen go? Pin. So, do you want to just investigate the immediate area, or do you actually want to go up to and see the Perifer?
I'll go take a look at it. Yeah, I'll walk up.
Or
If you can
float up,
move my
rather.
piece. Float up.
The first thing that you notice and that you guys all kind of notice is the fence right there is in shambles. So it's like some parts are sticking up, some part, there's just pieces of wood and splinters and everywhere. There's also blood everywhere. Immediately, you do see what looks to be a trail of blood kind of arching. But then it trails off over the path, and you don't see really anything else on the other side of the path. But going up to the Perifer, and you see a couple of other Perifers have bravely started walking up to their friend.
I'm still on Soren's shoulders, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so you should move my little dude as well.
There you go.
I just happen to be experiencing this as well.
I love our pieces. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so um, the Perry fur you both notice is ripped to shreds with animal claws. Moshi, you know animal claws very well. You also
I would
see
hope so.
large hunk of its rump is just completely missing. And a couple of hairy furs just tentatively in the distance. They're spooked. They're ready to run off at any moment, but they're just kind of watching from the distance as the blood pools up. And you do see large canine paw prints in the grass still.
Which way are they heading?
So some of them are a little bit bloody. They are going this way and following the blood trail.
Like north-ish, or I don't know if that would be that direction, but
Yeah, very
like
nearly.
up on the map.
Yep.
Okay. I will point in that direction, maybe like to the left of the house that the lady poked her head out of. That way.
She poked her head out of this house.
Oh, okay. Sorry, the one that's that direction.
So this way?
Yeah.
Are there like no tracks like leading up to this dead animal, or just tracks?
They're very faint. It really does look like the whatever it was jumped out at the animal and scuffled with the animal, but it didn't take long for him to take the animal down. And then most of the ruckus that you're seeing is post the animal death.
So this thing just attacked it and left?
With a large hunk of
It
rump.
looks like
Yes.
it ate a bit of it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hunk of rump. I feel like that's like a catchphrase. You're walking into the bar and you look like a hunk of rump. Pick up line. That's what that's called.
I will
Wow.
I'll put Moshi down and maybe kind of like motion to Zenori if he wants to lead the way.
Zenori reluctantly takes the lead.
I'll be right behind him.
Okay,
I'll
so
follow as well and be on guard.
and Moshi, where are you at?
Oh, I'm coming. I'm last, I guess.
This is serious, people. Keep your guard up. God knows where these things can attack from.
And I'm going to say that Vindarn is begging for forgiveness and please let me back in the house.
Noticing Zenori's apprehension, Sorn will walk next to him, not in front, but Sorn will float by his side.
All right.
I'm not going to lie, my rocky friend. These things worry me. I've heard stories.
Have I ever had like run-ins with Fergus before?
A couple of traveling Virgi you have. You've heard stories of Amaroks all the time. That is the popular story. But you know what? Roll a history check real quick.
Yeah, that's a 2.
All you know are
I don't remember
common
nothing.
tales. Common tales. All right. Roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh,
21.
now I get a nat 20.
I got a 10. Oh wait, with initiative bonus, that's
24.
13.
You have a +4 to initiative?
Me? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Freaking
I have a 20. I got a
Jeez.
21.
I got 17.
We're gonna kill this
Damn.
idiot.
Okay.
And what did
I just meant like we all rolled really high. Like
what did you get up on you?
I got 13.
You guys all have the element of surprise.
Oh,
Nice.
we walked up on him.
You walked up on him. Give me 1 second. And you see, kind of huddled in the bushes. Let me move the site a little bit over here because you guys were approaching a tree line. You kind of see huddled up in the bushes. And he's just kind of in the dark corner eating the rump at this moment, but is definitely a feral. He's got a couple of days caked of blood on it. So, with the element of surprise, Moshi, what do you want to do? You are
oh,
first.
man, really? Hmm. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna do nothing.
Do you want to prepare? You can either prepare for a dodge or prepare for an attack.
I'm
So
prepare for a dodge. Yeah, I'll do
prepare
that.
for a dodge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Take the dodge action.
Not dodge, not doge.
Prepare to doge.
What are you doing with the doge?
It's the tail. The tail gets everyone. Soren. You're first.
Soren is very apprehensive. Let me think.
I better check my spells real quick.
All right. I will, as my bonus action, I will point at it and cast put my Hexblade's curse on him.
You need to roll to hit that.
No, it's just a cantrip. Let me pull up my thing real quick. Hexblade curse. Bonus action, see within 30 feet. Target is cursed for 1 minute. Yeah, there's no like roll or anything.
Okay.
I gain a bonus to damage rolls against the target, which equals my proficiency bonus, and any attack roll I make, it can crit on a 19 or 20.
Nice.
Super fun.
All right, and I'll cast Eldritch Blast. I'll just kind of open up my palm at him and let one loose in his direction.
Roll to hit.
Uh-oh. Let's see. That is a 15.
Roll damage.
All right. It's a D10.
Sorry, hold on. I'm fixing it.
That is 7 damage. Force damage.
7 force damage?
Yes.
All right. Yep, you hit him square in one of his flanks and jars him forward. Tsunori, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to reach into my armor, or underneath my armor, sorry, and pull out my holy symbol and say, Anurzil, please protect me in this fight, for whatever the outcome may be, and I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I think that'll be my turn.
Okay, so I'm just gonna write this down. Here, sure. You have shield of faith around you. Here we go. Oh, wait. In there. And then he's got the Eldritch Curse. It's a blue skull. Ah. Looks like it has hard eyes. Oh. And Shield of Faith requires concentration up to 10 minutes. So
Yep.
you are going to have to stay concentrated. Okay.
Yep.
And so then you started concentration. Vanya,
Yes.
you want to do?
I want to cast Magic Stone. It's my cantrip.
Away with dogs, you should tame it.
That ain't that ain't no
saving.
dog.
That ain't no way we're down.
I
I'm
can
pretty-
fix him. Honey, you can't fix him.
No, I don't think I can handle this one.
All right, roll the hit. Oh, you have, do you need to be in line of sight to, because you have 2 around, so do you want to move around them, or just cast it from behind them?
I do want to. Well, casting it doesn't do anything yet unless I decide to throw it. So I cast.
Oh, okay.
Can I cast it while moving?
You
Like
can.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
because you
move-
got you got speed for your turn, so.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna move. How far is one like grid?
1 grid is 5 feet.
I'll move 10 feet to the left, and then I'll. At that point, I think that it should have completed casting. I'll have like 3 magic rocks in my hand.
Okay. What else do I do?
And should be able to throw it.
Okay, roll the hit.
I rolled a 16. Do I add anything to it, actually?
Would be your spellcasting modifier, which for druids I think is wisdom.
All right, that's 19 then.
Yep, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Druids and rangers, sorry.
That is 1d6 worth of damage. Plus spellcasting ability modifier. So that's 1d6 plus 3. 7.
Alright. Your rock ends up hitting it like directly in the ear. And that definitely causes it to flinch at this point. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. At this point, he is definitely alerted to your presence, and he is rearing up, with... Hold on, sorry. I thought I had this prepared. Yep, so he gets up and he immediately goes for the first person, which is Yuzunori, is that not?
Mm-hmm.
And taking, he was bounding over and he's taking one of his massive claws and he is going to try and take a swipe at you. That is a 4 to hit.
A 4? Yeah, no, that misses.
So, he's also using the same shoulder that got hit with an Eldritch Blast and not really realizing his incapacitation. Also, you have your funny little bubble around you. He bounces off the bubble and recoils. Does he take any recoil damage or no?
No, shoot, Faith, I don't think so. It just bumps up my AC. That's all it does.
Okay. All right. Going back up to the top of the turn, Moshi.
More sheep.
Moshi, Moshi, Moshi.
Can Tish hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
Deciding, contemplating.
You have
I'm
a
so
few
far
actions.
away. Like,
You can move.
Yeah.
It could.
Yeah,
You
so
have-
your speed should see, I believe yours is 40. Yes, yours is 40. It has extra bits on it for climbing. So each of these squares is 5 feet.
So you can move
Yeah.
8
Yep.
blocks.
You can move up
You'd
to
definitely
8
be able to get
blocks in
advantage.
one turn, and that not count as your action.
oh, okay.
So you have action, bonus action, and movement. Is basically what you can do on your turn.
Cool. I don't know. Well, she's not feeling particularly excited to fight right now.
Are you still in a food coma?
I just don't really want to fight this guy, so like I just kind of don't want to help.
Not even from a distance, not even from
Well,
a
I
range.
could get out. I'll get out my bow, I guess. Since I'm back here, maybe that'll do something.
Okay, you do need to move so you don't have anyone in your line of sight. How do you want to move?
If you move like up, you wouldn't be at risk of hitting us.
How far can I move again?
8 blocks. You see the squares? You can move
So-
8 of those.
2, 3, 4. So I can definitely make it to him, right?
You could melee him, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stab him.
Oh, nice.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Sure,
never mind.
that
Let's
might
just.
go.
I mean, if we're gonna go for it, might as well go for it. So
Roll the hit. And
okay.
you are.
Thank
Are you stabbing him with what weapon? Your
Whichever one
rapier
does
or
more
your dagger?
damage.
Oh, that would
Probably
be your
rapier.
rapier.
Yeah, I'll do that one then.
So roll the hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
Nice. That hit. And you said you're stabbing.
Yeah.
So roll your damage, which is 1d8 plus 4.
Okay. So it's my 8. This one. That's an 11.
An 11. And where are you gonna stab him?
Like
Where do you want to stab him?
lower abdomen.
Ooh.
Oh, we're after. Okay. All right. Moshi just comes swinging at you. Guys didn't even hear, so she did not break your concentration, Sinori. Or he did not break your concentration. He comes swinging around. Lexi's like, get a kidney.
Get a what? Oh,
Get a kidney.
I almost went for the kidney. Actually, that was like, I'm serious. That was up there, and I decided not to do that.
You
Right.
guys do hear ear splitting howl as the rapier hits home in the lower abdomen. And that makes way for you, Sorn.
All right. Sorn, I guess I kind of sense a bit of danger, so I'll prepare for it a little bit. I will cast Armor of Agathis. So you see Sorn like loosen up a little bit and have his hands clenched or like at his sides, and he clenches his fists, and shards of rock just erupt from his body, kind of like poking outwards, kind of like armor, like a thorned armor. Uh,
What?
and I guess
Super cool.
let's see. I will stay. I'll stay where I am. That I'll end my turn like that.
Oh, that one doesn't have concentration. All right, Tsunori.
All right. I'm gonna get a bit techie. I'm gonna rush up to him right in front of him, and I'll look straight into his eyes and say, "I'm sorry, my large canine friend," and I'll touch him and say and inflict wounds.
Ooh.
Roll a hit.
Do I got to roll because it's a touch? I don't remember.
I think.
Just
Hold on.
check that.
What is it? Inflict wounds?
Yeah. Oh, yep. Melee spell attack. Yep. I got it. That's a. What is that? That's 13.
Okay, the Amarok is writhing from having just a shank to the lower abdomen. And in that writhing, he knocks you away before you manage to touch him.
Damn. That slot out.
You're gonna slide out?
Oh,
wait,
I've taken off. I was just marking off my spell slot.
Oh,
sorry. I'll stay in front of him.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to basically.
Ivania.
Looks like I have to dash a little more to the left and then throw my second of my rocks.
Roll the hit.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
Roll double damage.
Double damage. So it's like 2d6s plus, or like throw 1d6 and then twice of that.
I think you multiply your damage that you roll
Okay.
on one roll.
Does that include the spellcaster bonus?
Do you double the spellcaster bonus too?
No, bonuses don't get doubled. Just
yeah, that's just the to hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is 4 times 2, 8 plus 3 is 11.
Goodness
Oh,
gracious.
if you have a +3, so it would be 8 plus 6, right? Because you have a +3 to the damage, right?
But that's from the spellcasting bonus.
Oh, wait, does your spellcasting bonus increase the damage on that?
Yeah, it says
then yeah, you double that too.
Oh, okay, so it's minus 14.
Nice.
Yeah. Your aim is sharp and true, and you actually hit the other ear. The Vergus's hearing is now incapacitated. His senses are incapacitated. That senses. And he is all sorts of mad.
Oh no.
Hold on. I don't have this one in my book. Oh, so prepared today. All right. He gives out just another piercing roar, just primal, as he locks in on primal savagery. And he is actually going for Moshi because that freaking hurt.
Oh snap.
Should have went for the kidney.
There's only so much I can reach.
All right, so he howls out, and because of just of how he writhed when you shanked him, and you kind of pulled back a bit, he tries to reach out and barely misses you.
Yeah,
He's like
okay.
lost a whisker.
Fine.
You seem insulted.
And with that, he is going to move just a little bit. So he's having a hard time. He can't hear now. He's gotten shanked. He's and Moshi, it is your turn again.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to stab him again.
Roll to hit.
That's okay. That's all right.
Shake.
That don't look good.
It's a 12.
That does not hit.
Ah,
He
shame.
was prepared for you this time.
Yeah, he was.
No, he was prepared, and so he managed to dodge out of the way.
Oh no.
All right. Is there anything else you want on that? Soren.
It's my turn.
It is your turn.
All right. Being concerned for Moshi, Soren will point at him and say, "You will pay for that with your life." And I'll cast Toll the Dead. He has to make a wisdom save.
And really quick, walk me through it. Walk me through Toll the Dead real quick.
I'll also be like stepping up as I say that. If I can just move to that spot in between Moshi and Tsunori. Let me read that real quick. You point at a creature you can see within range. The sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its health or any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic damage.
Do you have to roll to hit that?
No, it's he makes a save to not take damage.
Oh, the wisdom save. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So let me see what my DC would be. 13. He has to beat a 13.
He has an 8.
Yes.
Yikes.
All right, D12, and I also get +2 to that. That is 12, so 14 damage.
Nice.
Woo! Nice.
Max damage.
Oh
Lauren
yeah,
wasn't kidding.
I was pissed.
Hey, Sword.
Uh,
How do you want to do this?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So as I'm slowly walking towards him, he will blood will just start flowing out of his ears as the sound rings in his head, and he'll just crumple over on the floor.
I really thought that was gonna be a harder fight for you guys. Holy shit. Yes, the Virgus falls satisfactorily to the ground. You just hear this clunk, and from far behind you, you hear Bendarin and his lady, clapping. They're like, Bendarin's like, "I knew you wouldn't let me down, buddy."
I'll lovingly flip him off.
I'll
Shirking
throw
duty.
Soren a sweet bun.
Nice. Now that he's incapacitated, I'll cast detect magic and see if there was anything weird going on that like maybe made him go off the deep end.
I also want to check if anyone actually took damage and be like, "Is everyone okay? Anyone hurt?"
I don't think anyone did get hurt.
No.
Two of us used shield abilities. And
Yeah.
No, it's just like a friendly check after.
Speaking
battle,
of,
like,
don't touch
"Damn."
me. I have like spikes
Yeah.
protruding out right now.
You think I threw you a sweet bun? I was thinking about like jumping on your shoulders or something. But
I'm
Oh,
a
what if
pet
the
rock
bun-
porcupine right now.
What if the bun is just impaled on one of the spikes?
All right. Soren actually wants you to make an insight check.
Insight. Let's see.
Can I assist?
It's not terrible.
With advantage.
Oh, okay, good. 13. My first was a 7. So
Ooh, good thing I helped.
As far as you can tell, it's just another sad story of a Burgess that went mad and went feral. And then you
All
cross
right.
that line. Sunori, make a history check.
History check. Where am I? History. She's a 14.
Okay, that does get some information. The okay. And what else we doing?
anyone else inspecting, or are we just gonna? I don't know if we can leave him here.
Cut off the
No,
head for our
definitely.
trophy.
I suppose we could.
Put it on the sword spikes. Yeah.
I suppose we could take him to the druid. But I don't, how heavy is it? Can we actually drag him to the druid and ask?
He is.
Wait, why do we need to bring it anywhere? I mean, wasn't it just causing problems? We were like pest control. We really have to do anything?
Well, is it a common occurrence?
Richelle, check whisper real quick.
I'll Zenori will step up and say, Naro, Onro mentioned Vergus. You seemed
Oh, he
calm
did?
at first about it.
All right.
I don't remember.
Before any of that happens, Soren is going to walk up and kneel down next to the Vergus and lay his hand on his back, and you see the shadow of the body absorb into Soren's body.
Whoa.
Oh. You can't and just like it's almost like just getting hit with a weird breeze. It's you feel a little bit of magic in the air. You don't quite know what happened, but some pink as shit just happened.
Like, Soren, what did you just do?
I felt like I needed to touch it.
You don't just touch things, Soren.
Okay.
We're going to talk about this later.
Yeah.
Moshi.
Next time you want to poke it with a stick, okay? Don't touch it.
Moshi, roll investigation.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I figure you want to see if there's anything to loot.
Oh yeah! Wait, it's like a wolf guy. Why would he
You can
have?
still.
Might still have stuff on him.
Okay, well, fortunately. Wait, what am I doing? Investigation?
Yes.
That's a 22.
Nice.
Oh, so you do see he has some semblance of clothing that at one point he did appear to be civilized. You also see, kind of attached to one of the leather straps around him, attached little trinkets of wood carvings of pups. But you get the feeling that this is more like family totems of trinkets. You also um, find a weird amulet that he's wearing. You have no idea what it is, but it is a super weird amulet. And the thought occurs. I'm gonna whisper that to you.
I literally said that. Yeah, I said and that as like I was kind of half joking.
But were you though?
No.
Wait, what did you?
Dum, dum, dum.
No, I said earlier, kind of joking, we should cut off the head and bring it as a trophy.
Oh god.
To the head hunter.
The headhunter.
Oh my god! But like,
Full circle.
is he someone we have to notify of this?
No, the thought just occurred to you, being in your line of work and stuff like that. You do know that usually pests of this nature can sometimes fetch a little bit of a reward.
Okay.
Shall we? So instead of going to the druid, we're going to Sandano.
Okay, I'm gonna cut off his head and then take his amulet too.
You could just throw the head in the bag.
I'm gonna put it in my bag of holding
Yeah, and we can just go whenever.
with the sweet buns.
Before this happens, I'm going to be like to Moshi, you do realize this probably was a civilized person at one point with a family.
Money.
I mean, you are right. It does look kind of.
How would you like it if somebody killed you and just with your head and then started presenting you around like it was a trophy? I mean,
my head would be a pretty cool trophy.
But also, if you put it in your bag of holding with all of your sweet buns, it's gonna bleed all over your sweet buns.
Will it really? Okay.
Oh,
It's
you
fresh
right.
skill.
I'll just take the amulet because that's probably a good enough like identifier.
Can I try and drag the body?
I'm going to help him. I'm going to help him try and like carry this body. Help her, Ivania.
Yeah, let's try and drag the body. Like bring
Make a
the whole body.
Strength check with advantage.
Oh god,
What does
both
the
of us,
amulet
or-
look like, by the way?
It is. It has a leather, braided strap around the large neck of the Virgus. So to you, like if you were to put it on, it would like go down to your belly button, go down your long cat belly. But it is. It has a wood carving in it of rose, and it's got like little tree branches coming out of the rose petals.
I rolled a 19 on my first roll. Actually, wait, let me do the advantage. The other one's 16. So 19 plus 2, 21.
Okay, Ivani may be small, but her experience in hunting and dragging carcasses is showing. So where do you guys want to go first with that?
Well, my first idea has always been druid, but how about we take it to Sandano and then someone go fetch the druid, and we can get both done at the same time.
Wait, why do we
All right,
have to?
Soren-
we don't
Soren
have to
will
take it to
go-
that guy, do we?
For
Oh, money. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
okay, so Soren will break off and go get the druid and bring her to Sandano to meet up with everybody.
and we'll see if we can make head or tails of what's going on.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I missed that. I was typing down our adventures.
I think the pun is that we took his head, and also
Yeah.
Headhunter.
he's a wolf person, so he probably has a tail.
He does have a tail.
Yeah,
Heads or tails.
that's funny.
But I am looking at the time, and this seems like a good pause point for the night.
All right.
Okay.
So we will end that with y'all swiftly kicked butt. And yes, with that being said, I guess we will see y'all same time next week. I still have no idea how streaming even works, but stay safe, stay nerdy, and
Bye bye.
Bye.
bye.